Softing.
In this video, we are going to explain some commonly used terms when performing fiber optic cabling test. The term cable testing is very generically used when performing different types of test. Fiber optics are more delicate and complicated when compared to copper cabling. There are a few more types of procedures when performing fiber optic test and measurements, and they mainly include visual inspection, cleaning, power measurement, Tier 1 certification, and Tier 2 certification. Visual inspection uses specialized tools to check for physical damage or loss-inducing elements in or on the fiber optic. For example, as fiber optic communicates through transmitting and receiving light, a visual fault locator, or VFL, can show breaks in fiber optics by emitting red laser light. The red laser can only be seen at the end of the fiber optic if the cable is not broken. Another example of the visual inspection tool is the video microscope. When coupled with the correct tip, it can be used on fiber optic connectors, or the connectors on the patch panels or equipment devices. The video microscope can check for contaminations on the end surfaces such as dirt or oil, pits and chips, and scratches. Performing a visual inspection with a microscope is not a requirement but is a highly recommended practice, as it prevents contamination before any installation is carried out. An example is the video microscope by softing. Cleaning is technically not a type of test, but is a procedure that installers or technicians should practice. Cleaning is typically carried out after performing a microscope inspection or when certification test fails. There are a few methods to clean fiber optic end surfaces, such as using lint-free wipes, using isopropyl alcohol, or using one-click cleaners. It is recommended to perform another microscope inspection after any cleaning process to ensure the end surface is clean or not damaged in the process. Optical power is the absolute power in the light coming out of the end of the fiber. Optical power is based on the heating power of the light and can be measured by connecting the light source to a power meter with a test cord. The measurement is in decibel milliwatts, or dBm. A source with a power level of 0 dBm has a power of a milliwatt. This translates to a minus 10 dBm power level is 0.1 milliwatt, and plus 10 dBm is 10 milliwatts. Absolute power level of light sources can range from minus 20 to plus 20 dBm, and as low as minus 40 dBm for a receiver end. Measuring the optical power ensures the right amount of power is transmitted. The receiver may not be able to distinguish the signal from noise if power is too low, or too much power may overload the receiver, thus causing errors. Tier 1 certification is the measurement of loss, length and polarity of the fiber cabling from one end to the other end of the link. This measurement can be performed using the optical loss test set, or OLTS. An OLTS consists of a light source and a power meter. Tier 1 certification complies to the cabling standards such as TIA, ISO and other international bodies, and has different methods of performing the test depending on the number of test cords, whether it is a single-ended loopback or dual-ended configuration, and whether it is a single or bidirection test. Loss measured in Tier 1 certification is measured in decibels, or dB. An example of an OLTS is the Wire Expert by softing. Tier 2 certification is an extension to the Tier 1 certification, providing additional information such as pinpointing fault locations and the amount of optical return loss from each problem contributor. This measurement can be performed using the optical time domain reflectometer, or OTDR. The OTDR measures each individual component that makes up the entire cabling and creates a visual representation to the link's total loss. It is important to note that Tier 2 is not a replacement of Tier 1 certification. Tier 1 certification must first be performed. Ensure that loss budgets specified by the standards are met before performing a Tier 2 certification. An example of an OTDR is the Fiber Expert by softing. Have a look at the other videos or visit our website to explore the other various features of Wire Expert. Thanks for watching.